Greetings everyone. In this video I am going to introduce you to SUPIR, that is literally the very best image enhancer and upscaler currently available both commercially and open source. This is an open source model. It is better than Magnific or Topaz AI, and believe me, I am not exaggerating. You won't believe the image upscaling it has. This is their demo page, but I will show you 10 images upscale that I have made myself, and you won't be able to believe your eyes. I have developed a one-click installer for this open source model. This one-click installer supporting both RunPod and Windows, so you can use in either places. It is so easy to use and supporting so many features. I have added the very best features that you need. And the image upscaling capability is just mind-blowing. This is my test. As you see on the left, original image, on the right, upscaled image. This is just another test that I have made. This is the original input image and this is the upscaled image. Can you believe the difference? So watch this video entirely to learn how to use this amazing new model and upscale your images yourself locally on RunPod or on your computer. Don't pay any money to those expensive services such as Magnific or the Topaz AI. This is all for free and you won't believe the quality of this model. It is just mind-blowing. Believe me. Believe me that this model is the very best upscaler enhancer available right now. It is also using SDXL pipeline. It is utilizing the SDXL, and you will learn everything about this amazing model in this video. So I have prepared a very detailed post about how to download and install the SUPIR installers for Windows or RunPod or Linux. Everything that you need is detailedly explained in this post, and the link of this post will be in the description of the video. Currently the SUPIR requires over 30 GB VRAM, therefore I am going to show you how to install and use on RunPod. So let's download the latest version from here, but I suggest you to go to the very bottom of the post and you will see the attachments here. So downloading from attachments is always better. Let's download it from here. Let's go to downloads, extract into any folder where you want to install. For example, I will extract it into my R drive like this. Then enter inside the extracted folder. For installing Windows, just double click and run the Windows install.bat file. It will automatically install everything and download the models automatically for you. Let's also start installing on RunPod, because on my RTX 3090 I am not able to run it. For now, I am hoping that there will be improvements for reducing the VRAM. So I will use this link to log in my account. If you also use this link, I appreciate that. Let's log in. So this is the newest interface of the RunPod. Let's go to the pods, click GPU pod. From here, I will use community cloud. Let's select extreme speed and I will use a 6000 GPU. This GPU has 48 GB VRAM and only 69 cents per hour. It is amazing. So I will use the PyTorch, but you can pretty much use any template you want. I will use this template. Let's customize and let's make this 70 gigabytes. Let's also expose 7861 port so we can connect with Proxy, but Gradio has a bug. I don't know if it is fixed or not. Then let's click continue. Let's click deploy. Let's go to my pods and wait until connect button appears. For Windows installation, you don't need to do anything. It will do everything automatically for you. However, you need a good GPU right now, and hopefully I will update this post when it becomes available for 24 GB GPUs, for 16 GB GPUs, for 12 GB GPUs. I am searching for how to reduce VRAM usage. I am pretty sure it is doable, but for now we will use a 6000 GPU. Okay, the template is started. Now connect to Jupyter The instructions for RunPod is also shared in this post, so let's open it. All we need to do is drag and drop the installer files here. I drag it and drop it everything. It is easier. Open a new terminal. From the installation instructions, copy this paste into terminal and just wait. It will do everything automatically for you. This is the usual workflow for my all of the newest scripts. So you can use my all newest scripts with this way. So let me show you another example. Let's go to our Patreon exclusive post index, and in here let's go to the SOTA image captioning scripts. You will see that we have CockVML, Cosmos 2, LLaVA, Blip 2, Q1VL, and many other captionings shared here. When you download their zip files, you will see the same way RunPod instructions and Windows instructions. Windows instructions are so simple, just double click run and it will install everything. Okay, SUPIR is getting installed on our RunPod right now. We just need to wait for it to complete installation and download the models. All of my scripts generates their own virtual environment, therefore they will not conflict with any of your other installations. Also make sure that you install them into separate folders, not in the same folder, to not have conflicting virtual environments. With my scripts, I also include pip freeze information. Therefore, if one library gets broken, you can just look at the pip freeze information and find out which library update has broken it. Moreover, just message me from Patreon and I will fix my script as soon as possible. Therefore, supporting me on Patreon is really useful and helpful for you as well. Alright, so the installation has been completed. You can see that everything is installed properly and the models are downloaded. Now let's return back to RunPod instructions and copy this part. Open a new terminal and paste it and hit enter. And this will start the super advanced Gradio interface for us automatically. You will also get these messages. Don't worry, it is working perfectly fine. When you first time run it, it will also download some additional model files. Also, initial loading may be slower because of the RunPod disk or caching into the disk. You will also get this message. Don't worry, this is not an error. It will work. And finally, everything loaded. We see that it is running on local URL and also public URL. Let's first test the proxy connect. I wonder if the Gradio bug is fixed or not. I have reported the bug that the Gradio has that prevented connection from the proxy. Okay, Gradio proxy connection bug is still not fixed. I reported this, so we will continue using with Gradio Live. Let's start it. Once that bug is fixed, you can use the also proxy connection, but Gradio Live is working perfect. And we got our interface loaded. This is an advanced interface than what the others shared. So let's load our images. I have downloaded and prepared some images for this video. So let's begin with this camel. The authors also added LLaVA. However, when you also run LLaVA, you need more than 80 GB GPU. Therefore, what I am going to do is I will either define prompt myself or I will use the LLaVA of myself because my LLaVA supports 4-bit and 8-bit loading as well. Let me show you. The installation and everything is same. And our LLaVA is here. Let's start it on my computer right now. So run part 1, run part 2, and run part 3. You see my quantization reduces the VRAM usage significantly. This screen started, but it won't work yet because we have to also start the model pipeline. So I will load 13 billion model with 8-bit. Let's go with the option 5. You see my scripts are also installing Triton, bits and bytes, acceleration, deep speed, everything which are not easy to install on Windows. However, my scripts are doing that with precompiled wheels. Therefore, my scripts are supporting quantized model loadings as well, like 4-bit quantization. Okay, the model is loaded. Now, when I refresh this page, I will see that the running LLaVA model here. Okay, it is started. Let's load the same picture and hit send. So it will caption image and give me the result. Okay, it started to give me caption. A camel is standing in a desert with its head up and its legs spread apart. Alright, let's copy this message. Let's go back to SUPIR interface and paste as a prompt. Now there are two stages. The stage 1 will generate an image like this. Let me show you. So this is the stage 1 output. However, the main stage is stage 2. Let's run it. There are also several other options that I haven't tested in details yet. For example, linear CGF, linear stage 2 guidance. I find that linear stage 2 guidance is improving the quality. Moreover, I have added number of images to generate, upscale option there is. I added randomized seed. All of the images will be saved in the outputs folder and we are getting the image. So to compare both of these images, I am going to use this, a very good image comparison website, imagesli.com. So this site. So let's download both of the images. Let's click this icon. It will download image for us and this one. And then let's click new album. You don't have to share them publicly, but this site is working great. So this is the first image. This is the second image and let's upload. And we got the images. So I will make a full screen. On the left side, you see that the original image used. And on the right side, you see the new generated image. And the difference is significant from this image into this image. Are there any mistakes? Yes, there are some mistakes that I can notice, but this is just mind-blowing improvement from this image to this image. The resolution of the generated image is, let me show you, it is 1376 to 1024 and the original image resolution is 500 to 375. Let's try with upscale 3 times and let's click stage 2 run. This will be still working with 48 GB. Let me show you how much VRAM it is using. NVIDIA SMI. And currently we are using 34 GB VRAM. It started working. And the image is generated. Let's see the new resolution. Okay, now we are 1504 to 1120 pixels resolution. And it is looking amazing quality. Okay, this time I am going to use this family photo. This is a very low quality family photo. Let's also caption it with our LLaVA. So send. You see the LLaVA is generating a pretty descriptive and detailed captioning. You can also use free services like Google Bard Free or other vision models. Okay, let's copy the caption and let's paste it as a prompt here. Let's also make this as upscale 3 times. There is also a number of steps. Maybe let's try 80 times or 100 times steps this time. So you can play with all of these values and stage 2 run. This time for comparing, I will use another website. All of the links are here. Let's use this one this time for comparing. I also made it to show the progress here. So let's say if you generate 100 images, you will be able to see the progress. Moreover, you can also track the CMD, the command line interface, as you are seeing right now. For default resolution, it took only 27 seconds to upscale image, and this is just amazing speed. And for 3x, it only took 31, and for this one, it took 53 seconds. Why? Because we used 100 steps and we got our image. So let's download both of the images and compare them. So let's compare the images. I downloaded them and let's hit compare and let's make this full screen. Okay, on the left, we see the original image. You see how it is. It is looking like this, a terrible quality, a very low quality image. And on the right, we see the upscaled image. As you can see from this left image, it generated this right image. It is just amazing, mind-blowing. I can say that this is the ultimate, the very best upscaler right now available, both commercially and open source. This is better than the Magnific AI. Only in the eyes we can see some not natural look, but other than that it is just mind-blowing amazing. You can never get such quality with other upscalers as far as I know right now, and it is just mind-blowing. Now I am going to repeat these steps for other images and show you the results of each image. Keep following. Let me also show you where the outputs are saved. Inside the SUPIR directory, you will find outputs directory. This is where all the images will be automatically saved, so you can right click and download them. You can use RunPod CTL to download. With any way you can download, this is where all of the outputs will be by default saved. In this image, I have done 3 separate testing. The first one is 100 steps, upscale 3 times, and other settings are default. So let's first compare that way, and here the comparison from left image to the right image. Can you see the difference? It is just mind-blowing. This model can be used to upscale movies with like a never seen before quality. However, it would cost a lot of computation power, but this is just mind-blowing. Can you believe it? I also have tested the linear stage 2 guidance effect, so let's also see the difference of linear stage 2 guidance effect with 0.5 guidance start. On the right one we have the default image, and on the left one we have the linear guidance step effect. There aren't that much difference. As you can see, there are some minor changes. For example, here you see this is getting changed from this to this. I think linear guidance scale adding some more details, some more realism. So it is up to you to test the effect of each one and see which one is performing better. By the way, the upscale is just amazing. The amount of resolution we get is just amazing. And as a third step, I used a simple description. A muscular warrior man holding a big sword in front of a cave wall. So let's also see the effect of this description versus a very detailed description of the LLaVA. Moreover, there are always default positive prompt and default negative prompt. So these are also always used. Remember that. Okay, now on the left we have our default prompt, a simple prompt, and on the right we have the detailed LLaVA prompt. As you can see, it made a very minor difference, so the prompt does not matter that much. It matters, you see on the skin tone there is a difference from this to this, so it makes some difference, but it doesn't make a major difference. So you don't need LLaVA to use this model, but if you use the LLaVA or any other detailed image captioner, you may get a better result. So it is best to also use some image captioner to improve the details of the image, but the results are amazing in either way. The dragon image upscale is also ready. For this image, I have used the ChatGPT image captioning. You see, this is my prompt. Describe this image like a blip captioning model, and the results are astonishing. So let's look at the results, and here we see the results. As you can see, the difference is just mind-blowing. From left image to the right image, the difference, the details, the upscale, everything that the model adds is just magnificent. As you can see, this model is just mind-blowing. You can turn your low resolution images into very high resolution images with this model for free on your computer, on RunPod, wherever you want. This runs locally, the images are kept, and the difference is huge. But another amazing feature of this model is that it works literally with every resolution input. For example, this image from 665 to 847 upscaled into 1984 to 2525 pixels with 3x upscale, and you can even set as 8 times upscale as well. You may be wondering how much VRAM this one used. Let's check it out. So it used 45 gigabytes VRAM. I think we can go a little bit more higher resolution. Alright, the dinosaur image is ready. On this image I tried 6 times upscale. This was a huge upscale at a single run. So from this image, as you can see, we got this image. This is a super improvement. There are some mistakes in the image, I can notice that. However, this could be due to that we have upscaled at a single run from 1 time to 6 times. So this image has become from 500 to 281 to 3008 to 1696. What we can do, we can multiple times upscale this image, and let's also do that way and see if we will get those some mistakes or not this time. So I will do several times upscale. My strategy will be upscale one time, then use upscaled image and upscale another time. And let's see if there will be a significant difference or not with the same settings. So I am setting the settings. One another thing is when you are uploading a file to the Gradio Live, make sure that the file is uploaded before hitting the button for doing captioning, doing upscaling or another thing. This is super important because when you are using Gradio Live, uploads of files may take time, and this is a common mistake that is being made. So wait until the file is uploaded. Currently this one failed, so I will try to re-upload. Looks like the Gradio interface has frozen, so I will try again. Okay, this time it worked. Such errors may always happen, so be ready for such errors. Okay, let's do the first upscale, then I will do several more upscales and I will show you the results. Okay, the first upscale has been completed. Now I will repeat the new upscaled image and upscale one more time. So let's see this strategy will yield better results or not. Every time it will generate one first image like this, then the second image like this. Do not get confused with the first image that it generates. The second image is the accurate one. Make sure that you are loading and using that image. Currently Gradio is also another time broken. I think this is because of the Gradio Live share. This can happen, and I'm also uploading. So this is the first image it displays in the output, and this is the second image it displays in the output. When we do the one-time upscale, I don't see those erroneous output in the hands, for example, or in the leg. Now it is time to do the second time upscale. The second upscale didn't increase the resolution. So therefore, it looks like we have to increase the upscale ratio mandatorily. So I am going to run another time. I don't know how this is working exactly with resolutions, but the second upscale didn't increase the resolution. Therefore, we didn't get extra details. So on the left, we see the second upscale. On the right, we see the first upscale result. It made this image into this one with one-time upscale. Therefore, now I am going to try with upscale 2 and see the result. This is how the RunPod screen is displaying the memory usage and the GPU utilization. You see we are using the entire GPU memory of the A6000 GPU, and the GPU utilization is 100%. So the script is working very well, running very effectively. Only it is using too much VRAM. However, this VRAM can be reduced with model offloading and other optimizations, and hopefully I will research for them as well. And this time the upscale failed because it looks like the resolution that we have provided was too big. So what can we do? In this case, we can get a better GPU, or we can slightly reduce the input image dimension. For example, I will make it like this and try again. Probably this will fix. Let's look at our VRAM usage. Yes, still we are using a lot of VRAM. So let's change image and try again with a lower resolution. Okay, this time we got the output. Let's see the resolution of the image. Yes, it got bigger slightly, and I don't see those errors. And here we got the comparison. On the left side, we have got 2 times upscale, and on the right side we have got 6 times upscale. 6 times upscale of course have higher resolution, but 2 times upscale is not that high resolution. However, on the 2 times upscale we don't have those errors. You see on the hands of the claws of the dinosaur there are no mistakes, but on the 6 times upscale at one time we have errors. Therefore, best strategy would have been getting a higher VRAM GPU and doing 2 times upscale, 1 time upscale, then upscale 2 times. However, still in each case The results are astonishing when we consider the initial image input. This is just astonishing. Perhaps we could upscale 4 times initially and do not get these errors in the clouds. So it is totally up to us. Actually, I will just test it for you. And here we now see the 4x upscale versus 6x upscale. The 4x upscale definitely has lesser degree of errors. However, the quality is also not as good as 6x upscale, as you can see, but still amazing improvement over the initial image. You understand the logic to fix such errors. This time I am going to upscale this monster image from the game that I am developing, MonsterMMORPG.com. It's a free MMORPG game. And what is special about this image? This is the highest resolution of the image that I have. And what is special about this image? That it has a transparent background. Since Stable Diffusion doesn't have the transparency, I have to add a background to this image to be able to upscale it. Therefore, I am going to add a background to this image right now. I am going to add a background like this, and then I will merge it like this, then save it for upscaling. Okay, I merge it and I save it. I will name it as a fixed. Then I will upscale as usual. For this image, I have used this description, 100 steps, 2x upscale and linear stage 2 guidance like this. Now time to see the comparison. And here we see the comparison of the upscaled image. Let's look at the details and see if there is any errors, mistakes, and I can say that the upscale worked amazing. I can see it added huge details. Let's see full screen. So the original image is looking like this in full resolution of my screen, and here the upscaled version. It added so much detail, so good. There are just minor detail loss in some cases, but just minor. I don't see any major mistake in the image upscale. This is just mind-blowing. I can say you that this is just mind-blowing. I could never get such quality upscale with other open source previously known best workflows like ultimate upscale. However, this is working amazing, just mind-blowing as you are seeing right now. And this upscaler works on real images, also drawing images, 3D images, literally everything. This time I have tested this image. This is a black and white image, an old image. This is the description, the prompt that I used for the image, 100 steps, 0.5 linear stage 2 guidance. And now let's see the results of the image. Alright, we got some amazing results from this image into this image. And it didn't take longer than 60 seconds. This is just mind-blowing quality difference. You see, it is very, very loyal to the original image and still restoring image, upscaling it, enhancing it. This is just next level. This model is just mind-blowing, just next level very much. So this model is the very best available model right now, and with my one-click installer you can use it as many times as you want. Okay, we got the next image results. This is the description, the prompt that I have used. I have used a 2x upscale, steps, linear stage 2 guidance. Now let's compare the images. Okay, on the left we see the original image as usual. You see this is the resolution of the image, and on the right we see the upscaled image. It added some certain degree of details, but it didn't work as good as in some other images. However, still it is very, very magnificent, very high quality. We got some real improvements. It is still really loyal to the original image, original composition. The Gradio interface also supporting queue system, so you can click multiple images to run at the same time and they will get queued automatically. So you can open multiple pages and just click hit upscale and they will get queued. Let me demonstrate you live. So this image is running right now. I am opening another page, just select something and just hit stage 2 and you will see that it is in the queue as you are seeing right now. So this Gradio interface is really advanced one. And we got another image upscaled here. It is just looking magnificent. This is the description that I have used. Let's compare the results. Okay, on the left we got the original image and on the right we got the upscaled image. Can you believe this improvement? This is just next level. Almost perfect and amazing. Just amazing quality increase from left to right. This is better than Magnific. This is better than Topaz AI. This is the very best model, very best upscaler. I can say you that with being respect to loyal to the original image. This is not adding something hallucinating. This is being kept loyal to the original image. Look at the shadows, everything is just perfect. And this is our final example image. This was also another black and white image. This was the caption. I used the same settings. So let's also see the results of this one. Okay, here we got the results. On the left, it is original, and on the right, it is upscaled. Can you believe this upscale? This is just mind-blowing. From left to right, wow. This is just wow. This is just super next level. As you can see right now, it is just amazing. It still has some problems, as you see. Perhaps some better prompting can fix it on the top hat of the picture. However, it is just mind-blowingly accurate and amazing. I can say you that. I hope you have enjoyed. Please subscribe our channel. We have amazing videos as you are seeing right now in our videos tab. You can reach them. Also in the search bar, search anything you wish. For example, if you want to learn RunPod, just search for RunPod and you will get our RunPod videos. I have amazing RunPod videos. If you want to learn how to train Stable Diffusion, search for such as Dreamboot and you will see our amazing Dreamboot videos. So search anything that you wish. Also check out our playlists. We have amazing playlist videos. I also have full tutorials. Please also join our Discord channel. The link is here. We have so many amazing people in our Discord channel. We have over 6,000 members, 1,000 online. We are very active. I am very active on the Discord. So you can follow me everywhere on LinkedIn, on Twitter. Also, please subscribe our Patreon and support my work. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully see you in another amazing tutorial video because I have so many new scripts on Patreon, but I still didn't have time to record a video for them, such as one-click automatic installer for the instant ID. This is the very best instant ID that works much better than the Conf UI or the ControlNet in Automatic 1111 Web UI. We have new amazing configurations for Dreamboot training. I still didn't have time to record new videos. So follow me and hopefully see you in another amazing tutorial video.